Good evening, friends. Dr. Gagandeep Korbulati this side from Weaving Dreams. I have been trying to share the information with you about the group discussion, what exactly group discussion is, what points should be kept in mind while doing the group discussion. On this platform of Weaving Dreams YouTube channel, we keep on organizing various talk shows, youth talk shows, panel discussions, group discussions. And many a times, the students who join us on this platform as a part of the You Talk show, they really ask certain information what exactly group discussion is, what are the tips, what are the tricks, how to do the best of the group discussion. So, therefore, I have started with a series of lectures wherein I would be discussing with you all how the group discussion should be taking place. This is the second lecture wherein I will be talking to you about how we have to prepare for the group discussion. I'll just share the link of the first lecture with you all here, and you can always check that. Therein, I share information about what exactly group discussion is, how group discussion is done, how many people are there as a part of the group discussion, why group discussion is important. We covered all the points in the first lecture. So today I would be starting with the second point, with the second lecture, wherein we would be discussing what all we have to do for preparing for the group discussion. That means before the group discussion, what all points should be kept in mind. The first point that should be kept in mind is stock yourself with information. Normally, what happens is whenever a student is called for the group discussion, the topic is just given there and then, and not more than 5 to 10 minutes are given to the participant to decide upon what he has to speak. No one knows the topic of the group discussion, what it is going to be. Therefore, it is always a good idea to keep yourself abreast with the various topics, with the various themes. Normally, the themes that we should be keeping abreast of with current affairs, they are something that you always have to be thorough with. For this, we have to read the newspapers daily. We have to search in for the information daily. It can be virtual, it can be online information, whatever is happening around us. We have to watch the news daily. Look, understanding the recent crisis that the world is facing, to the point the latest developmental initiatives that have been taken place in the various parts of the country, the ties or the relationship between various countries, between various states and the cities, all these things the person must be aware of, the current affairs. Second, the person should always be aware about the historical topics which he feels which may be asked according to on the basis of his job, on the basis of his placement, on the basis of his class if it's a student. You should have a fair knowledge about the country's history and also the history of the various other countries. The topics may not be specifically from this area directly, but again, having certain historical information about the various popular or the very famous places is quite important. You must do that. You know what happens? It will help you to cite examples. It will also make you give the references whenever they are needed. So therefore, direct topic may not be there for the group discussion, but many times you can always give the examples or the references. Next, you should always be aware about the sports, arts, and literature, at least of your country. In these topics, we should try to have a decent idea about what is popular, the popular sports of your country, of a few other popular countries with whom the relation of your own country is good, then who are the leaders in each area, then the latest that has happened in these areas. Now, if the topic for the group discussion is from these areas like sports or art or it can be literature, then you will be in control of the situation. You can always have the lead over the other participants. Otherwise, what will happen? That will definitely someone else will use that information if the other person has, and you will simply be taking the references. So always be aware about what's happening in sports, in arts and literature in your country and few other countries which may be very popular or famous. Now, data crunching. You should always familiarize yourself with the important data. Throwing in some data if required in your GD, in your group discussion will definitely create an impression among the assessors. because the people who are evaluating you, they will always be getting influenced by whatever data you share with them. That really becomes important, and that shows that you have a proper thorough knowledge about the various things, that you have analyzed various things. Next point, you should be completely aware about what is going around you. You should have the knowledge about what is going around in your world, the current topics, as I just mentioned. So, therefore, you can always take help of newspapers, watch the TV. This is the thing that you always must do. Another point that you should always keep in mind before going in for a group discussion is practice. Yes, this is what we always have been listening to. Practice makes a man perfect. And this is an absolutely correct statement. To get sixes in a group discussion match, you need practice, and the best way is to practice in front of the mirror or in front of your friends. You can always tell your friends whether you are speaking right or wrong, whether the gestures, the posture, your way of speaking, your way of listening, the way of sitting, etc. How are they? Because the other person can judge you well, and your the people whom you confide in, for example, it can be your parents or your friends, they can give you the best of the feedback while you are practicing. Next point before you go in for a group discussion that you have to keep in mind is time management. Time is one of the crucial and the most important things. Its proper use can take you to the heights, and its disrespect can make you fall on the ground. During the group discussion, make yourself sure that you will speak for not less than at least 2 minutes. Minimum 2 minutes. Then only the other person, the evaluator, or even your fellow wellness will give you some respect. Then only it will show that you really know the topic well. Then only you will be able to tell to the people that yes, you have full knowledge of the topic. Don't speak for at least for less than 2 minutes. You have to speak more than that. Another thing keep in mind is thinking and communication ability. You need to have good communication skills also. For the communication skills, I have given around 5 to 6 lectures. They're already there on my YouTube channel. I'll just share the links here. You can always go and check those lectures, how to improve your communication skills. Because communication is not just listening and speaking, it's much more than that. It can be becoming self-aware, having a goal, how to become goal-oriented, and so many other things. You can always check on my YouTube channel. I'll share the link in the description. You can always check that also. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is before going in for the group discussion is the first impression is the last impression. So during the group discussion, your body language, your postures, your method of sitting, your method of speaking, your method of listening, the way you are able to take the lead or the command in your hand, that really matters. That will help you to gain an extra point during the complete group discussion. This is definitely you have to keep in mind. So today we discussed the various points that we have to keep in mind before going in for a group discussion. In my previous lecture, we discussed the importance of group discussion, why it is done, how is it done, how many members are generally there, 6 to 12 members are there in a group discussion. This is what we discussed earlier. Just go ahead and check my first lecture also. This is the second one where I'm sharing with you all the tips and tricks that we have to follow before going in for the group discussion, that how we have to prepare. I'm really sure that you liked this particular lecture as well. Looking forward to meet you all for the third episode of how to be good at group discussion, the various tips and tricks of leading in the group discussion. Therein we will be talking about during the group discussion, what do we have to do. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that next time when I come live to share with you all the various tips and tricks to lead to be the best in the group discussion, you can always get the information and you can watch that. Thank you so much for now. Bye bye. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to hit the like button.